Roller coaster of emotions.
The floor is yours, bro.
Thank you, man. I want to try and start positive because you kind of you score 3 goals, but it's rubbish. It's just rubbish.
Positive.
Yeah, I know. It's rubbish. It's rubbish.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. That's what it is. It's rubbish.
Total rubbish.
You can't pass the football quick enough in the whole game. I know they're playing a back 5, but just doesn't even look interesting. Like, it's emotional. This game was very emotional. We thought after 60 minutes, 65 minutes, it's done. Ten Hag. I'm not blaming. By the way, trust the process. By the way, Ten Hag's still in. There's no way we can blame Ten Hag for this.
You can't.
I can't, Flex.
Why?
Because think about it. They're 3-0 up, 70 minutes. What? He's just trying to. We've got 2 games at home coming up that we need the points for those games. Take off Garnacho. And by the way, the narrative that once you take off Garnacho, the energy in the team kind of goes. That right-hand side was the strength of our team. Rashford does not want to play for this football club anymore, and the way that we felt about him when he came off, and wow, that is damning.
Turned.
Yeah, that's official now, and he has to leave, I think. But and then
Back to why it's not the manager's fault. Because what the players just couldn't see it out.
We played the 3-2-5 or the 3-1-6. In moments we saw a box midfield. In moments we saw good passing play or patterns for the goals. I mean the lows pass across for Scott's goal. In moments it was there. But a lot of the time Casemiro's given away the ball. Maguire's given away the ball. Scott McTominay's been ineffective. Anthony, when he comes on, okay, his signing, but we need to sell him. Ineffective. Højlund doesn't know how to get into the game enough. Ineffective. Rashford is playing at right defensive mid or on the wing, like a right wing back most of the time. He doesn't want to add width to the pitch. He doesn't want to go 1v1. When he does go 1v1, it's down blind alleys. When he does pass the ball, nothing's happening. He missed a sitter in the first half. Ten Hag still managed to get us in a position where we scored 3 goals, or not just Ten Hag. The players within this structure that Ten Hag set us up in, and the game plan has still managed to get us 3 goals. He's just made the subs and then they've capitulated. They don't have any determinate mentality. No, they're ballers. There's so many players in there that need to be sold. Even though Maguire played well today, I would still look at him and say, are you good enough in the long term? This is a championship Saturday. And they've lost the last 3 out of 4. And we played to their level today. That was not, and even though we're 2-0 up half time, we're thinking, okay, yeah, it looks all right. But it was so slow. 1 goal early, 1 goal late at the half. But it was so lethargic, and it was a rubbish corner. Well, not rubbish corner. It was a set piece. It wasn't like we were breaking them down. There was urgency in the play. Yes, Ten Hag should say something about them, but at the end of the day, once you cross that white line, Fleck, you have to have the responsibility to say, we're gonna, when we're in trouble, we're gonna look at each other and hold this down. When we're trying to break down the opposition, let's zip it with some urgency.
So for you, this is all on the players today?
All on the players. Ten Hag, what could he have done? We're all talking in hindsight now, saying, oh, he should have not taken off Garnacho now, you should have put X-Play on. He should have done it. That's hindsight talk. We got 2 games that he has to manage as well in a few days that we must win. So he has to take off somebody. What else could he have done? Casemiro, this is Casemiro's position at centre-back. He cannot play in the midfield.
I don't want to see him centre-back in the Premier League, if I'm honest. You saw a couple of times when the game was more open and he was 1v1, cooked. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Giving the ball away again. But for large parts, professional, fine. Because again, we're playing against 8th in the Championship. Remember I said this, I was like, we are doing what we should do against this opposition. Yeah. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to shout about. We're doing what we meant to do. And still, they find a way to basically throw it away, where we should have lost that game today. Yes, we should have lost that game today. In the overall, because I get it, the players for them 18 minutes to get the game to 3-3, criminal. But the pattern of whether it's 8th in the Championship or 12th in the Premier League or bottom of the Premier League or near the top, the pattern of basically getting dunked on, like that continues to happen, and that is on the manager. So where do you stand? Where do you stand with that? Because this is a common theme. Capitulations this season is a common theme. Is it just all players, or
it's okay? So I like to throw percentages on things.
Yeah.
And the percentage of it being on the players is more than the manager, because this capitulation is once you set the humans out onto the football pitch to deliver the performance, and we're conceding in the last seconds. That is the humans on the football pitch that are not holding it down for each other.
But is it the humans on the football pitch that we're so open and conceding loads and loads of chances and we're easy to get at? Which actually, after Coventry got a couple of lucky goals, they started to smell the blood, because again, we're not drilled. We're not drilled in going, right, okay, let's rely on what we've been taught coaching wise. Let's rely on what we've been taught in terms of our build up and our structure, and let's do the same things. Let's get back to being repetitive. And then Coventry smell blood then, and then they keep coming just like every other team has done in Man United.
So we're not drilled, but we are drilled, by the way, Fleck, in the sense of he must be doing something on the training pitch. He must be doing training with the footballers on the training pitch.
What is it?
So no, well, you do see it at times, but the thing is, Fleck, these players don't have the mental resolve to do it consistently in the big moments. They don't have the mental resolve to even carry it out fully. He's told us in presses that the defensive line needs to step in. He's told us that. He has told us that, and at times, sometimes you'll see Maguire out come into the midfield. Sometimes you'll see Casemiro come into the midfield. But a lot of the time, if they are in doubt, they drop back and they watch the sea of whatever colour it is attack them. That's an issue with the players. They don't have the urgency and the heart to go.
The manager, the buck stop like this. He's got to get a tune out of some of them.
Well, Ole tried, it didn't work. Mourinho tried, it didn't work. Mourinho told us football heritage, and that his best achievement was second place. Ole gave us the tears and tried to take the next step, like he said in the overlap, but he couldn't do it and he had to stick with counter-attacking principles. Even to the point where Ten Hag inherited the squad and had to stick with counter-attacking principles. Until now, this season, he's tried to express the 3-1-6. You saw it today, 3-2-5, 3-1-6. You saw what Ken Scott McTominay really played DM. He was hiding. Once we get rid of ex-player that can do it, Cobby, because we need to rest him, Scott's hiding. He's not wanting to pick up the ball. That's an issue. That's the human on the pitch, not inadequate for the job that is demanded of him in front of the opposition, in their half now. You need to be able to do it. They cannot do it. We have players that cannot play. It's really that simple. Ralph told us, and the ego, because Ten Hag has an ego and he's extremely stubborn, his in-game management is poor, so he didn't listen to Ralph. He wanted to get rid of Ralph. That doesn't make sense. Ralph told us it's open heart surgery. That, you know how technical, that's about 10 men that need to go. And we haven't been able to do it. Rashford does not want to play for this football club. The way he's pressing, the way his attitude, his demeanour, he does not want to play. Højlund is too young. And by the way, we started the season with one recognised striker. That's also an issue from the structure. What is going on? It's not. If you get rid of this manager when he's trying to play the front forward style, we will be dead. Because we'll have another manager that comes in and it will be the same thing in 2 years. I promise you.
So we mustn't sack him. You're saying keep him and undo the squad.
Oh my days. We've all said it. You've told me, rip it up. We've all said it. And by the way, we all said it 2 years ago. It's going to take a bit of time. It's going to take a bit of time. You've got two right backs playing today on either side. Just look at that. Just look at that. You've got Maguire, who Ten Hag took out of the team last season because he was surplus to requirements and couldn't do the job. That's the simple fact. And yes, by the way, well done to Maguire. He had a good game today. He scored an important goal for us. Good header. Everyone in the backline distribution, especially the two centre backs, wasn't good. The long passing, they were overhitting. Maguire was overhitting it to Rashford a couple of times. Casemiro is doing stupidness. After we concede a goal, he's just kicking it
straight away.
He's kicking it long. Oh my days! Sell him now. So there's a couple man here that are not good enough, Lex. If we keep doing this, where we're trying this elite level football, the ones that win the Premier League and Champions League, the dynamic running required, the playing consistently in the opposition half and risking the space in behind you, we do not have footballers for this. It's very simple.